So my name is Ruby Goka and I'm from Ghana. I'm a dentist and I'm the author of Plain Yellow and 14 other books. Yes, I've always written, I guess, but then I think the first time I felt confident enough to be published was probably about 10 years ago.
So what are we going to do?
So we're sending books to... you said it's Methodist.
Pardon?
It's what? Whole Banquet Methodist.
Yeah,
is that the name
Methodist.
of the school?
Yeah, Methodist.
We're sending books to Whole Banquet Methodist school. I don't really see it like a really big donation thing. I just give out used books. I think I'd have given out about 500. Like that's throughout my entire life. Well, I just hope people who receive the books enjoy it as much as I did. So like I said, I've always read books. So when I go to places and I meet kids who don't have access to a storybook, that really strikes me as strange. My fondest memories of childhood were on my bed with a book. And if a child doesn't have that, I just feel like they're missing out of a whole world of, ideas and places and things. And I just feel that's like half of their childhood that's gone. So remember I was here, I think 2 years ago. A few of you remember me, so that's nice. And I brought you some books then, and I promised I'll be back with more books. So I spoke to some of my friends in Accra, and we managed to raise these books for you. So hopefully we are growing your library, we're expanding it, right? Yes?
How did you get in contact with today's school?
Today's school?
Yeah.
So I was in the region for a conference, I think 3 years ago. They were there for the spelling bee. They were having tests and quizzes and like to choose spellers from the region. And because I wrote books and I donated to them before, they would like me to come and speak to their kids. So I went the next day and I spoke to the children and spoke to their teachers. And I was surprised at some of the words the kids couldn't spell. So I asked, what books were they reading? And they said that school didn't have a library. And well, I thought, how could a whole primary school not have a library? So I gave them some of my books I had finished reading and some I'd authored. And then I told a couple of my friends about this need, and they donated books as well. So most of the books came from an NGO called DANK. My friend Mo runs that NGO. So most of the books were there, others were from other friends. On behalf of me and my friends in Accra, I hand over these books to the Whole Banquet Methodist School. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
I grew up reading mostly foreign characters, Enid Blyton, Nancy Drew, Hardy Boys, those kind of books. So I'm happy that kids my age then have books with characters that do stuff they do, eat food they do, know things they know. For me, that's really nice. I think what matters most is to read a book and identify with the character. So it's great if you take a book and it's a great story. But I think what makes you enjoy it more is if you can relate to the person. If the person has black kinky hair, that's really difficult to comb, like I had when I was growing up. When you're reading something that you can relate to, that you can see, that's in your immediate environment, you feel a part of that. So I feel the more black children or the more children of any race see themselves reflected in literature, it just lets them know that, I'm so important that someone like me exists in a book. And for me, that's what I want Ghanaian kids to grow up knowing, that their stories are important, that it doesn't matter which part of the country you come from, your tradition is important, what you do is important, what you like, what you grew up, what you play, the games you like, the clothes you wear, those things are important. And I hope in them reading my books and seeing it captured, that would affirm their belief in themselves and hopefully that'll be a stepping stone for them leading to other places.